Well, BBC Verify's Tom Edgington has been looking at how Labour is performing compared to its election pledges on immigration.
When he became Prime Minister last summer, Keir Starmer made tackling illegal immigration and restoring order to the asylum system a top priority. So how is the government getting on against its main pledges? Well, firstly, Labour has promised to end the use of asylum hotels by 2029, saying it would save taxpayers billions of pounds. Today's figures show a slight fall since March, with 32,059 asylum seekers in hotels at the end of June. But as the chart shows, that is almost 2,500 more since June last year, just before Labour took office. Now, the government doesn't regularly publish the actual number of hotels in use, but a government source has suggested it's currently around 210, down from the peak of 398 under the last Conservative government. And why is there pressure on hotels? Well, it's largely driven by record numbers of migrants crossing the English Channel in small boats. Almost 28,000 people have arrived in small boats in 2025 so far, up by 45% compared with the same period last year. Now, to reduce the number of crossings, the government has also pledged to smash the gangs. These are the people behind the smuggling. And the Home Office says that it has helped dismantle at least 52 organised gangs operating in France. But of course, the real measure will be whether the government manages to reduce small boat crossings. Now, thirdly, the government has also pledged to clear the asylum backlog. This is the number of people waiting to hear whether they will be granted refugee status or not. And on this, the government is making progress. Now, since March, there's been a 17% fall in the number of people waiting for a decision and a 24% reduction since last June. And that means that the overall backlog is falling, but there's still quite some way to go. Now, the government has also pledged to increase the number of returns. These are people that have no legal right to be in the UK. And on this, returns are down on the last quarter, but they are still up slightly from where they were in June 2024. So while the government is still meeting its pledge, the overall number, is important to know, also includes people who voluntarily chose to leave the UK, and that is shown in the red section of this chart. Now, Labour still has up to 4 years of this Parliament to fulfil its promises, but with record numbers of channel crossings this year, there is growing pressure on the government to deliver on all of these pledges.